welcome back to my channel. It's April, if you didn't know that already. So, I don't know, I guess I just wanted to make this video, kind of like how I'm feeling like 1 week in, because like now, like, I think like kind of the nerves are kind of gone. Oh, sorry. So we have to get scanned every day whenever we come into class, and this just signifies that we're allowed to come into the classroom. And like, so anyways, back to what I was saying. You know, like the nerves are kind of gone, like, okay, I'm really in nursing school now, like I need to get serious. Which also sucks because I don't have my farm book yet, because I ordered my textbook like as soon as I found out what it was. And then what I ordered was actually the study guide, which, I mean, it's going to be helpful. But at the same time, I kind of needed my textbook. So I ordered it on Thursday. I think Thursday. And paid for expedited shipping. And here it is Tuesday and it's still not here. So thanks for taking my $3. But I kind of just had like this feeling today. This is my first week where I'm working all week, and going to school. I had lab this past weekend, so I haven't slept in now in 3 days. That was my biggest thing with work and school is if I don't sleep in, like just not having an alarm, even if it only sleep till like 7 o'clock, like that really affects my mood. And I started getting really aggravated at work. It was one of the reasons why I worked 12s before, because my job offers 8s, but that means working 5 days a week versus 3 days. And even though I get off later in the day, like mentally, I just can't do 5 days a week. But today, you know, after class, I just had my farm class. I kind of just had this feeling like, okay, I'm really excited. Like, I'm really doing something here. I'm really learning. You know, I'm making something of myself. So, I don't know why I'm smiling. Last week, my grandpa passed away. And he was my last living blood grandparent. I do have a step grandma that I've known, like, that's been in my life my entire life. So that's my grandma. And in the past few years, my other two grandparents have passed away, and I never knew my mom's biological mom. She died before I was born. So I don't want to make my grandma's death about me. That's not what this is about. But like, it really put things more into perspective for me. Like, I have people that are watching me, and I want to succeed not just for me, but for them. Like, I want to make these people proud. You know, my grandmother never met me. I want to know that she would have been proud of me and where I'm going. Especially because I don't know like anything about her. But I had a great relationship with my grandparents that passed away a few years ago, because they lived right beside us growing up. And I spent time with my other grandparents like on holidays and during the summers. And you know, I was just thinking, like, it's really sad that they're never going to see me graduate from college. I do already have my associate's degree, and they, my grandparents were there for that. But they never got to see me, like, in my career. And so it's just like an extra boost to, you can't mess this up. You're not just doing this for you, you're doing this for them too. And I want to achieve something like in memory of them. And I know like people say all the time, like, don't get a career or don't get a degree because your family says so. That's not what this is. It's literally just, I want to know that they would be proud of me. But, I was sitting in class tonight. We were learning, and, I felt like I was being an active learner, an active participant. I'm getting my crap together in my life as I've wasted the last, 5 or 6 years of my life just working at Taco Bell. And, now I'm really doing something that, people can be proud of. And, whenever people ask my mom, my dad, my wife, what does your wife do for a living? Or what does your daughter do for a living? Oh, she's a nurse. My daughter is an RN BSN, bitches. Forget everything else. I feel like nursing is a very noble career and is something to be super proud of. Even being a nurse's aide, I feel a lot better about myself than when I did whenever I was just a restaurant general manager, even though I made a lot more money as a restaurant general manager. But I'm really proud of the work that I do and the care that I give. And yeah, it's just, trying to turn my grief into motivation. I'm not an overly emotional person on the outside. I do just carry everything inside of me and just kind of ball it up. And I've watched some other videos where it's in nursing school, you kind of have to push your own emotions aside and focus on school. And as much as I would love to fly home to North Carolina to be with my mom, as this was her last living blood relative other than me, I can't, because that would mean I couldn't fly on Tuesday or Wednesday because of school. So I would have Thursday and Friday, and then I need to be back for lab on the weekend. And she understands, and I've just made sure that she's okay, and reached out to my grandma, and then my grandfather's other 2 kids, just letting them know I don't know exactly how you're taking this, but just know that if you want someone to talk to, message me, I'm here. Because people process grief differently. Some people don't want to talk about it, and some people do. They want to talk about the memories. It's been 5 years since my other grandparents passed away, and I still don't want to talk about them. Just thinking about it makes me want to cry. I'm just not over it enough. It's hard to imagine that you're living in a world where they no longer exist. And I feel that way about my residents too, that I spent the last year taking care of, and they pass away. I'm they're not alive anymore. They have ceased to exist in this world. Regardless of what you think about afterlife, they don't exist in their state in this world anymore. So I think that's something that's weird to think about. 1 minute they were here, one day you could be having a whole conversation with them, and the next day you never will speak to them again. Really dark. Sorry, guys. Just laugh and smile it off, Humor is the best medicine, right? But, so, now one weekend, I'm still feeling really positive about school. Trying really hard to focus and not feel guilty that I'm having to continue living my life, and that instead of flying home on a Thursday and Friday, that I'm studying instead. Like, I just can't let myself feel bad for that. Which is hard because I'm a people pleaser, so I just want to make everyone else happy, even if it's at my own demise. And I feel a way like a lot of nurses and like nurse aides are, like, work yourself to the bone as long as your residents and your patients are getting taken care of. It doesn't matter that you went 12 hours without taking a sip of water, or you don't take your lunch, so you haven't eaten since 5 a.m. and it's now 7, and you don't even realize that you're hungry or thirsty, or that I've been holding in this pee for 3 hours because of, you know, the situation with my patient. They needed me. I don't know. I really don't know where this video was going. I just wanted to kind of share some thoughts, get some things off my chest, I guess. But just know, like, if you're struggling and you're going through things while in school, especially nursing school, like, other people are there too. I am there one weekend, and you know, luckily I have my support system of my wife, who was totally willing to just fly home for 2 days, and I was just like, no, I would rather fly home for a week or so around Christmas, around the holidays, and really spend time with my family. Since I moved to Colorado, I definitely tried to make a more conscious effort to message my grandpa and to call him occasionally. He wasn't like a big talker, and he, like, whenever you have someone that's not a big talker, it like makes me not a big talker. So it was easier just to message him and like send him pictures of what was going on, just a random I love you. And so I was really glad that like a week before he had passed, that I had just randomly sent him a message saying that I loved him. So yeah, just know that you're not the only ones going through it. And don't feel guilty that nursing school is your priority. And yeah, I guess that's all to say. But I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't really have a positive note to end this on. Sorry. But thanks for watching, guys.